Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a True City Fan channel on YouTube. I'm Patrick. I'd like, first of all, to thank all the amazing people who've liked and subscribed to the channel, and people who shared, obviously, the clip I did last time, the introduction clip. Today, I have one of my friends, Ovita, from Man United. He's going to talk about how the season has gone so far. He's going to talk about all his new contracts that's been rumored, and he's also going to talk about the players and review them, how they've done so far this season. So I'm going to bring in Ovita, who's my friend and who's a Man United fan, and we're going to talk. Stay tuned. How you doing there, Ovita?
Glory, glory, united. Glory, 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 united. Glory, 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 united. What's up? There's only one Manchester, and it's United, man. What you gonna tell me? What you gonna do? Yeah, listen, don't get excited because you guys are number one. Don't listen. Okay, listen for a second. You guys are lucky. You're playing. Listen, that's not gonna last for long. You're like, okay,
No,
this
no, no,
season,
no.
yeah, you got it on the ropes. You got it on the ropes this season. But I'm telling you, Manchester City. I don't know why we even call them Manchester. Manchester is Man United. You can tell me shit about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice to have you, Ovita. As always, you always shine the
Thank you
room. You always
very,
make an impact when you come on. Look, I was
thank you
just telling
very
the
much.
guys. Yeah. I was just telling the guys that I'm going to talk to you today, and I just
Mm.
want to hear your opinion as a Man United fan, how your season has been getting on, how Oli has been doing. If you think Oli deserves a contract. So what we're going to start out right now is we're going to start with the Oli contract situation. Okay. Look, as a Man United fan yourself, do you think Oli is the man to take you forward and he deserves that contract that he's been offered?
I will tell you this as a Man United fan. I know some Man United fan are against it. I love Ole. Ole is on the wheel. I think he deserves that contract. Listen, people will say about cups. Yeah, there's no cups. There's this, that. I probably, you probably have a few things you're gonna say to me, but I'm gonna say
Mm,
I think Ole deserves that. He deserves a contract. He was given a little bit of time. He has proven he can get things somewhere. I think. I
mhm,
believe that. I believe in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He has
mm,
taken the team somewhere. Something that we lost in Man United when those Sir Alex Ferguson.
mm.
He has brought that back. He has brought that back. The
Also,
next
do you
thing
think?
we Mhm.
So, do you think the only reason they should give him the contract is because he's brought back the sort of playing style? He's brought back the team to where it's supposed to be instead of things. So that's the reason. That is that your main reason. So you don't really care about him not bringing any trophies in anytime soon.
Listen, I'm not gonna accept. I'm a Man United fan, and as much as I love my team, I know we have to go a long way to get cups again. Okay, it's not
Mm,
gonna be that easy. We have to
mm,
work for it. We literally have to work for it to get cups again. It's not gonna
mm.
be that easy. We have to
Yeah.
work for it because we have we at this moment, right? They are playing football that we wanted at Man United, that we've had all the time in Man United. Okay, and
Mm,
we didn't have that in the back in ages. We haven't had that, and it has happened. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought that team back with that spirit that we had with Alex Ferguson. I'll tell you why. Um, I'm not dreaming of a cup this season. Last
mm,
season, no. I think personally, Man United need. I'll put it. We need another 2, 3 years to get back into full form. Okay, we can be 2 years or years if he is gonna be allowed to buy whoever he wants. If that, if he says I want to buy this player and the money should be splashed, yeah, Man City United, Man City supporter. I'll ask you
mm,
yourself, if
mm.
your coach Guardiola, he signed the contract. What was on his contract clause? He gets to buy whoever he wants. Okay,
No, look. I get where you're coming from. You're trying to say that
Yes.
if Oli is doing a very good job, you're saying that. Look, I would say he is doing a good job because believe it or not, this season people might say, oh, that's second with a gap, but look, at least he's second. At least he's the best from the rest.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure, yes. Look, there were rumors when Guardiola was renewing his contract. A few news outlets said he said, if I'm staying, we're gonna
Mhm.
have to make sure that you invest in the players I want to invest in, the players that I want, the players that
Yes.
suit my style. So look, but look. Let me just ask you. But you guys bought Maguire, right? And
Yes.
Maguire was for the defense. Lindelof was bought by Mourinho, was he? Or is
Mourinho.
it Oli?
Mourinho. Mourinho.
That's a
That's
Mourinho player,
Mourinho.
is it? How many,
Mourinho.
how many,
That's
how many,
Mourinho.
how many players has Oli got? Is it just Maguire and Van de Beek, right?
Maguire and Van de Beek.
Maguire. So you say you guys, he needs more players. So basically, he needs more players.
He needs to be given the freedom to get whoever he wants. We don't want that. What's the man's name? Wood. What the fuck is his name? I'm trying to remember his name. I just lost it there a little
Edward.
bit.
Is it
Yes,
Edward Wood?
Edo.
Yeah.
Edo is the one that makes the decisions out there. All right, when it comes to buying players. That boy, he wanted Haaland. When they gave the price of Haaland, he wasn't brought to the team because he said it's too much. Sancho,
No.
same scenario. All right, and then he used the players from academy, brought them there, the likes of Greenwood and all them, you know what I mean? And he's turned them into good players. The likes of Fred. Fred was bought by Mourinho. Mourinho brought Fred, and Fred is playing very well. I'll give you an example. Right now, our best performing player, no word of a lie, is Shaw. Luke Shaw. Okay?
Is it?
Luke Shaw, of course. Of course, and no one, any Man United fan, if you can sit out there and say, I don't appreciate what Luke Shaw is doing, then you don't watch football. You're probably playing video games, and you think Martial or someone is a good player. And I'll be honest. Any Man United fan can hate me for that, but Luke Shaw is the most productive football player that we have. Top range right now. Top.
No, he's
range.
he's having a great season.
Top-
You're right. He's having
He is the best left back at the moment in the whole Premier League.
Is he?
Yes. You think he's better than your left back? Who?
No, we don't have a left back. So yeah, that's a fair shout. Look, I'll give you that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about him in the rating for the season for the players. So here is my other question that on Oli. So you believe that he is the man to take you to the next level. So you believe that in a few years, if they get players, if they back him up, give him this contract, he's going to be able to win you trophies.
100%. I believe he will win. The other thing you shouldn't forget, guys, we're still in the Europa, right? We're not kicked out of it, okay? And okay, listen, if someone is going to criticize Oli today, criticize him after the Europa. If we were kicked out of the Europa, start criticizing, but I'll still stand behind him. I guarantee you. I stand behind him, and I guarantee you, because he's a good coach. He has brought something that I haven't seen in a while for Man United. And I'll tell you, for the things that he's done for a coach like Oli has coached Mold, Cardiff City. You know what I mean? Listen, I always try and compare with your team, Man City, because I want to tell you, it's the same scenario. No, let's put it out there. You guys have your man. What's your man's name? Your bald head fella. Your man looks a bit funny. Yeah, your man. Yeah. What teams has he coached? Go ahead, Barcelona. What else?
Oh, do you know where he started from, by the way?
Doesn't matter. Right?
No. Don't change the goalposts. You're trying to say where he started. So I'll give you where he started from. So Guardiola was a coach of Barcelona Team B. So he started from Barcelona Team B. Then after that, so he was a football player at Barcelona. So it's the same situation as Oli. So he was actually, if you compare him, so he starts from Barcelona Team B. He's given the Barcelona head team. Then he chops it up. He chopped up the team. Remember that time he had issues with Ibra. He took Ibra out, few guns, and then made his own other team. Then after that, he went to Bayern Munich, and then he's now at Man City. But look, I get where you're coming from. But the time when Oli was doing all this, you wouldn't really take Oli from the beginning. You wouldn't. I don't think so. I don't think you bring him like how Pep was brought all the way. Like, okay, if Oli was coaching, was he? I think there's even, I don't know if it's true, but let's say nobody would take him and just bring him to United the time when you guys were looking at Moyes. That time you guys were looking at top
No,
players.
but
wasn't
listen.
Moyes handpicked by Ferguson?
No, I'll tell you this. Yes, he was because they're all Welsh, yeah. But listen, Solskjaer, when he was brought as a caretaker. He wasn't brought as a manager because after Mourinho was gone, someone just to take care of the team until the end of the season. But because he did so good, he came in and 11 in a row he won. And at the end of the season, they said, no, we're going to give him a contract to be a coach. Okay? This is a coach that was coming from Moldo. You know Moldo. Moldo is not a team. David Moyes was shit. No, David Moyes was shit. He's coached Everton. That's a good enough big team. Okay, it's not shitty small team.
He's sitting on a very good number right now. He's sitting
With
above
West Ham.
Liverpool right now. Yeah, with West Ham, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Ole is the coach that came from nothing, and he came to a big team like Man United, and he wasn't even given a chance of that he can get whoever he wants. You know what I mean? But he's still done what he's done. We're sitting at number 2. We're number 1 in January. Yes, I understand. You guys then did some magic and ended up there. But we have to I have to respect for the players that he has to be sitting at number 2. That's a big achievement, and he deserves that contract anytime, anywhere he needs. They need to pay him more, not only 10 mil a year. They should give him more.
Okay, so let's just close. Let's just close on the audio. So I'm just gonna ask you one question. So let's say right now, Nagelsmann from Leipzig is available, and the Ajax coach is available. Would you take them right now over Oli?
If I was the one who looks after Man United, I wouldn't take them. I'll keep Oli. Because the one situation that's happened. Listen, this whole thing of just changing a coach today, changing a coach tomorrow, it just screws up the whole system. Okay? I know he hasn't won a cup yet. We're still in the Europa. Even if he loses that, I said just give him a little bit of time. He has proved at least. Moyes, yes, you got Van Gaal got, because they didn't show that this. To me, only what I see is he's a person that is showing that in the future run he can do something great. Okay, Mourinho is a good coach. We won the Europa with him, but he still ended up going. He said he left, but he was stuck. All right, because you could see that in the wrong line, he saw the solution. Because Mourinho is the type of coach who come and he'll bring this player, he'll bring this. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got us to number 2. We're number 1 in January with the same team, most of the same players, and using kids that have been coming from the academy, the likes of Greenwood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
To me, he's done a big job that big, massive coaches that have got big experience with big teams cannot do.
Okay. No, I give you that. Look, that's fair. Okay, now we're just going to. I'm just going to bring up your lineup, and you'll be able. You'll be able to just rank players here and see how they've been doing, how they've been doing the season, and you're also going to just give me people who you think should be sold this summer, people who should move on, and people who should come in. Okay, just bear me there for a minute. Let's just bring that up.
Go what? Show me what you got. Oh,
Yeah,
lovely. Okay. All right. I'm going to start at the back, okay?
Yeah.
De Gea, fantastic goalkeeper. So I'm going to rate out of 10, and I tell you what. Fantastic goalkeeper. Out of 10, I'll give him a 9. He's a brilliant goalkeeper. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, but I think it's time for him to go. I'm not saying for him to go because he's useless, but he is very hungry for a cup. He needs something very big, and keeping him in Man United kind of gonna frustrate him. If he goes somewhere else, he probably do that, because in Man United, I'll be honest, as a Man United fan, I will say it again. My plan, I'm happy if we start winning cups like we used to do in the next 2 years minimum. We can't do it next year. Yeah, we will do it next year if only if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is allowed to buy whoever he wants, and he fails. then he
Okay,
got to
so
go.
so moving forward is so is for next season, right? Are you starting Henderson or De Gea?
Next season, if De Gea was still there, I'll still start De Gea because of his experience in big games.
Okay,
He's a good goalkeeper.
okay,
He's better than Henderson.
okay. Now let's
But he's
move to. Okay, go
Wan
ahead.
Bissaka, lovely right back. I love him. Fullback, he's brilliant. He's lovely. He's done a couple of things, a lot of things that he helps us. Best sliding tackle ever in the Premier League.
So out
You
of
name
10
it.
for the season. So what do you rate him for out of 10 for the season?
Out of 10 for the season, I give him an 8. All right.
Yeah.
But Bayer, I really don't trust that guy. I swear
Did
to
you hear?
God,
Did you hear his new statement where he says he feels he's been overlooked and he's not being given playtime by Oli?
I don't trust him. I trust him sometimes. Sometimes I don't trust him. He breaks it. He can cough and break his leg from coughing. I really don't trust him. He does his job right sometimes. Sometimes he's just like we need another fullback. Maguire. Before I go to Maguire, Maguire is a good defender, but I think he messes up. They mess him up. They dribble him. They will dribble him like a fool. But I'm telling you, he doesn't have another central back that is solid. We don't have another one. Lindelof, good game. Last game we had with AC Milan that we won at their home ground, but that was good for him. Sometimes you have a good game. Sometimes he's not a defender that you could stick on to say, oh yeah, this guy was good. Maguire is a good defender. Yes, he makes mistakes. He's not the best defender in the world, but he needs another defender that can give him a bit of a competition and a bit of that we're solid with central back. Okay. I give Bailly, I swear to God, I give Bailly about a 5 or 5. I won't give him 6. I won't give him 6. I ain't hating. Maguire, I'll give him an 8. He's a good defender. People just don't realize this. He like sometimes being a defender is not all about just doing your job as a defender. Okay, you should know that. At the end of the day, he can control. Remember a couple of weeks ago, he had an argument with Rashford. You remember that? Yeah? Because he was giving out Rashford, he's like, no, stop being offside. And they had an argument. He's a captain and he's a defender, but he can read the game. You need a person like that in the team. So fantastic. So I'll give him a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Matic, lovely central defending midfielder. He has experience. He's slow. He's the type of player you bring him at the time just for the experience. He's not that great. I can give him a 7, but at least he doesn't make mistakes. He's a central defending midfielder who doesn't make mistakes. I love him about that. Pogba is a good player and a bad player. He's a very difficult human being. I think I don't know about it. I think Pogba, I'll be happy if he goes. Like sometimes
don't you think he's been treated unfairly though? Like I get what you mean. He might be, people call him lazy sometimes, but don't you think the media have sort of attacked him? They put so much pressure on him. Don't you think so when he came in?
I'll tell you, I love Pogba. Pogba is a good player. But I just think maybe, as you're saying, maybe with the media, I don't know, there's too many things that is going through. Like, if Pogba wants to play, he plays. And there's no midfielder that can play against him. He's not fast, but he just knows. He knows where to put the ball. He knows how to do everything. But then sometimes it just comes, it's like he doesn't want to do this anymore. It's very frustrating. You really don't know what he's going to do in this game. He came in the game of AC Milan, and I was pissed off when they put him on. Not that he was on, but they put him as a left wing. They put him on as a left wing. I was like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what the hell are you doing? Are you on drugs or what?
Is that the Milan game?
Yes, they put him on the left wing. They put him on the position of Rashford because they took out Rashford and put him. And I was like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you must be on I don't know, heroin or something. Because why would you put Pogba on the left wing? Because he's slow. He's slow, long leg slow. And he scored and he played brilliant. He made a big change. He's a good player when he wants to be.
So you want him gone?
No, I don't want him gone. But if he's going to keep up doing what he's doing right now, today he wants to be a Man United player. Tomorrow he doesn't want to be. I know the problem is with his agent as well. That fool is a bit of a, I don't know. He's up there trying to make money for himself as well. But like He was a player that was in our academy, went out and came back. When he wants to play, he plays. All right. I can give Pogba an 8 as a football player in general,
Uh,
but
but what
not
about this
just
season?
all.
He's been injured, hasn't he? He's been injured this season.
He was injured, yeah, but for this season, I could give him a 7, man. I could give him 7. Like the 7 times he's helped us. Like you just need he's got creativity. He can create chances out of nowhere. All right. We
Mm.
need a player like that. But like if sometimes it's gonna come and he's gonna have the ball, then it's not worth a while, you know.
Oh, good friend.
Fred,
What about
Fred,
Fred?
Fred. We go to Fred. Fred, I'll give him a 6. He's a good player when he's just mid. He's just mid. He's that's the best of Fred we can get. He can never get any
Oh,
better.
do you think that's the highest ceiling he has?
I know that's it. That's it. Can't go any better. Can't go any better. Ever since he came from with Mourinho, he can't get any better. And it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna get any better. But he's helping. He's doing the good job. The only thing I like about him, he's got a heart.
Oh yeah,
He's got
he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker.
yeah. He's
What
a hard
about
worker.
what about Matic? Do you want him to be kept or sold or moved on?
Matic. Personally, I think just to keep him for experience of younger players that are coming up to the team, for
Hmm.
him to assist them in helping out, like the way Michael Carrick is. He helps younger midfielders. You know what I mean? Because he's played as a
Hmm.
midfielder. He's not the best. He wasn't the best of midfielder, but Matic, I think, his class is very. He can really teach the younger players that are coming into the team from academy and showing them how to play. Because he plays constant football that you barely see a mistake from him. He
Hmm.
doesn't. He can't dribble. You can't say he's a dribbler, but he can mark. He can keep composure. You know, touch the ball, pass to this person, open up, pass it to this person. You know, try to move the ball. He doesn't make experience because he doesn't make mistakes because he's got the experience, right? When we go to Fernandez,
Hmm.
that's top. That's a top class midfielder. We can put Fernandez in the same level with Kevin De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne will be behind him.
What did you just say?
I
You can you can
he
put De Bruyne on the bench because of Fernandez.
of course, 100%.
I think that's overrating him. Now he is good. Look, he is good in all fairness, but I think you can't just say I can put Fernandez over De Bruyne and put De Bruyne on the bench.
100%. I would any day, anytime.
So, what's your opinion on people saying he goes missing in big games?
Um, guys, of all the games that he's done big, why do you want
Mm,
to rate him on? Why do you only want to rate him on big games? Why?
mm,
Okay, so
okay.
what if he was doing good? Okay, what if he was doing good in a big game and he wasn't doing good in small games? What would be the conversation?
That he doesn't perform against small teams.
Yeah, so that would be the conversation. People, come on, you need to understand. It doesn't matter where he's performing. Has he brought the team difference? Yes, big time, big time.
Okay, so what about so what are you rating him for the season?
I'll be at 10, 10 any day,
Do you
anytime.
think
Come on,
do you think he must be player
did,
of the
did,
season?
did he score more goals than Kevin De Bruyne?
Well, you wouldn't put scoring more goals
No,
mean that
I'm
somebody
just, no, 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 no. Yeah, Man City fan. Did he score more
uh,
goals than Kevin De Bruyne?
yeah, he did, but do you know there's an eye
Did
test,
he?
right?
No, listen. Did
Uh,
he have more assists than Kevin De Bruyne this
yeah,
season?
he did. So
So
based on your
does
okay,
it does
let
it
me
answer? No, no, no. Does it answer your question now?
wait. Let me give you a simple question also. So
Go on.
you're telling me that if let's say if Besuma from Brighton,
Yes.
or let's say Lalana in Brighton. If
Mhm.
Lalana scores more goals and assists more than Fernandez, so he's a better player than Fernandez. Would you say that?
Yeah, for that season, absolutely.
No. Yeah. You're talking about a season form, but I'm saying as a player. Do you know there's an eye test with a player, right? You watch a
Yes.
player, you know a player. Like let me be honest with you right now. Regardless
Yes.
how Pogba is struggling right now, or people
Yes.
say they call him struggling. I still rank Pogba as one of the best midfielders in the world.
Of course.
regardless the fact that his assists or goals are down, because there's an eye test. You know, this thing about stats, this is the new age of fans, new kids, FIFA kids. They like using
Yes.
stats. Oh, just because so and so has more goals than so and so, it doesn't make them a better striker. Doesn't mean that they're better than that striker. It doesn't mean just because Mo Salah is having a bad season, not scoring 20 goals, and then Bamford. Let me give you an example. Let's say Bamford is scoring more goals than Harry Kane, and we say, oh, Bamford is better than Harry Kane. No, Bamford is having a better season than Harry Kane. A better season. The word is season. Not that you're saying that, oh, Bamford in general. Because I'm telling you right now, if I asked you, who would you pick for your team between Harry Kane or Bamford? Patrick Bamford.
No, I'll pick Harry Kane, man.
You see, that's what I'm trying to say. That look, Fernandes is having a good season. You can say that, but don't forget that even when you talk about assists, De Bruyne actually has more assists according to my stats here than Fernandes now. Harry Kane is number one. Harry Kane is number one. Harry Kane is on number one, and I think De Bruyne is on number two. Let me see the stats here. Before we go on.
Yeah, go on. Give it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, De Bruyne is sitting with. So Harry Kane has got 13 assists. De Bruyne has got 11. 11. Fernandes has got 10.
Okay.
Jack Grealish has got 10. Yeah, but on goals, Harry Kane has got 17. Bruno has got 16. So you see, somebody would come back to you and say, "Oh, but De Bruyne has got more assists." I think both of these players, to believe it or not, they're different players. They're very, very effective in the teams they play. I think both of them are very good midfielders. And if I had the opportunity as a manager to have both, I would make space to start both in my team. I would not bench any of them. Both can start. Okay, let's not dwell much on Fernandes. So let me just ask you, yes or no? Player of the season, yes or no? For Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, absolutely. Why not?
Okay.
We go to Martial and Rashford. Rashford, I love him. I love him. Okay, I love him. Rashford. I know we had a conversation the other day. We were chatting, and we were chatting the other day. When we were playing PlayStation 5, and another fan of Man United came. He said, "Oh no, Rashford does the same thing." Yeah, he does the same thing, but it works.
Oh, does it?
It works. It works. I don't like Martial.
Why don't you like Martial though?
Because Martial is a fraud. I swear to God, I am absolutely disgusted and flabbergasted. Whatever word will come up. I think is a bloody fraud, because you can't be a fucking striker for this long and you still like we don't know if he's gonna win, he's gonna score this match or not. He really doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, like what annoys you more about him? Is it because of his finishing? Is it because he gets injured a lot? So it's also maybe he doesn't have the opportunity to show how good he is.
No. Last season he scored a lot of goals, and I was like, this season Martial is gonna destroy the Premier League. No, nada. He couldn't. Oh my God! You give him a corner, he can't even kick the ball. That's how I hate him with a passion. When I see him in the ground, I don't care what any other Man United fan is gonna say. I hate him with a passion when I see him in the ground. At this point, because he can't be a striker and not be doing it. Come on, look at the age of Cavani. Cavani came in. Okay, he's got experience. Cavani is in the small space we've had him. He's done a lot of shit that will take Martial, I think, maybe 10 years at this stage. Because Martial is just, I don't know if he's childish, or I don't know what the hell is happening with him, but it's disgusting. It's ridiculous. As a Man United fan, I think he should only be playing 20 minutes.
Okay, so would you sell him?
Any day. I would sell him for a football. That's how pissed off I am with Martial. I swear to God, and this is not a lie. I am pissed off with him. He should do more. He can't be a number 9 and the shit that he's doing in the ground. That's ridiculous. Listen, if it wasn't, if we had another number 9 apart from that Martial, I swear to God, we'll still be on number 1 from January. I swear to God. What? Some people come and say, "Oh, he can pass, he can do this." Listen, yes, Firmino can pass, and he's a good striker for that. Not what we have for Martial any day. If they told me that we're selling Martial and we're gonna get a football for Martial, I'll tell him, yeah, good luck, go ahead with that.
Okay, so but you can blame the whole season on Martial. I'm pretty sure other people have also underperformed, you know.
No, there's certain players that are just too much underperformed. Listen. You as a Man City fan, you guys, you just have it's the money. You're waiting with the money. It's the money. It's just the boo 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 boo. It's not a great team. We are. Listen, Man United is got history. It's always been great. But the team there that we have, there's just flaws somewhere and there. If that is fixed by what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gonna choose, and they accept him to do that, let him fail with his choices, and then say he's a bad coach. But nobody should come today and tell me that, oh no, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he has done as much as he can do from now onwards. No. He hasn't done as much as he can do. If he wants to buy Neymar tomorrow, give him the money. Let him buy Neymar. And if he fails what you want as a target, then blame him. What did your coach? Listen, your coach when he came to Man City. What happened? He chose this player. They gave him the money. Simple. Where are you now?
Yeah, but that's that. Let me just stop you there. You know that also is because of planning. It's called planning. The issue I think myself personally at United is you didn't have a football director. You just got one recently. By the way, I don't know if you heard that. I think there was not good planning because let me just break it down to you. Man City, they have started running themselves very well. It didn't start smoothly. It started badly. There was very bad buys. We bought very bad players. We were buying over the odds. But now, if you notice, we have actually refused to buy players when that's set at a certain price, and then other teams jump on those players. We can talk about Fred. We refused to pay the amount you guys paid 50 for Fred, and you guys jumped on Fred. But look at that. That's what is also sort of poor because, believe it or not, I think there was a time when, I don't think you can even agree with me because a lot of Man United fans, I think there was a time when you guys were looking at City and saying, oh, they want him. Let's go and pay more. You know what I mean? Because Fred was a done deal and you went there. And then Maguire, we went for 60. You guys came there with 80. And look at this. Are you going to tell me that you are happy with that 80 for Maguire? What I think is this football director that's coming, it's going to help you with planning. You guys are going to identify what player you're looking for. As you said, obviously he'll sit down with Oli and say, what do you need? Okay, this is what we can afford. We're going to buy this, like this. I think you're right. They should give him time. That's fair. They should let the director do his job, and you guys should do careful planning, and maybe you will get back to the top. It's all careful planning. It's not a matter of just buying. Like, look at this. We can give an example of Chelsea. They backed the coach, didn't they? They backed Lampard.
Yeah.
They gave him his 250. But I think when Lampard was buying those players, he never had an idea on how to use them. You can agree with me on that.
Listen,
he just bought them. Yeah.
Lampard was going to buy a player when he doesn't even know what position the player plays.
Exactly.
Because he had the money, he got excited.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. So you see, you need planning. So anyway, Ovita, it was lovely to have you.
It was a pleasure, and I hope down in the times we're gonna sit here and criticize teams again together because I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be having, by the way, I'm going to be having Ovita a lot on the channel. We're not just going to be talking about United and City. Obviously, you guys will get bored with that. We're going to be talking about football in general, Champions League, Europa, how everybody's doing. I don't know if, Ovita, are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I am on Twitter, at Ovi2Nice.
Yeah, everybody knows me, True City fan. I'm always there. Guys, I just want to thank you for all the subscriptions you did. We'll get there. Right now, I think we're sitting at 17, but soon we will get to 20. That's just 3 more.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And
yeah,
the fun point about this this podcast is gonna be too ruthless Man City and Man United fan because I hate Man City. I hate him in person. I hate he's my friend. No, you're my friend, but listen, when it comes to football, I hate you, and you know that. You know that. You know that. And that's true. I'm gonna say to you, you know, I hate you. I hate you. Because listen, I know how long you're supporting Man City, but I stood today. I said, no, you only support Man United because you know they have money, and that's it. If they were broke, you understand? Yeah. And that's a fact. So
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, see you guys next time, and I hope you join us again. Keep looking, put the notification buttons on so you can be able to know more content we put out. Peace.
I'll learn. Subscribe.